Hi everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. We are going to have some delicious sweetness today. It's a lemon pie, and it's got three sections that are going to make it so easy for you to be able to follow and for you to be able to do. And we're going to start with the crust. So this is a graham cracker crust, and I don't know how big your family is, but when they started making these little packets like this where you could just take out a little bit, that's so awesome, because you never have to worry about it going stale. Anyway, we got to have 1.5 cups of graham crackers. So I'm not sure how many packets that takes. So we're going to just whip these up and see how many cups we get. Hang with me, I know it's noisy. And the only reason you keep pulsing it so you can get it all broken up. The big pieces will fall to the bottom. I'm hoping this is 1.5 cups, aren't y'all? Hope y'all had a good day. Hope it's been peaceful and quiet until this time. I've still got a few little bits, I can hear them in there. Okay, we're going to open this up, kind of see where everything's at. I think we can make that work. We've got a couple of big pieces in here, but what we're going to do is we've got to measure this to see if it's going to be 1.5 cups, and it may not be. Because that's one thing you don't want to do is not have enough crust in your pie. Oh no, it's going to be plenty. We're going with it. It's going to be perfect. Then all we're going to do, let me scoot this out of the way because we are done with that. If you don't have one of these, really and truly, put it on your Christmas list, put it on your birthday list. I use it all the time for a lot of different things. Not just sweet, lots of savory too. Okay, in this, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of butter. It's just a regular graham cracker crust. And 1/3 cup of sugar. And you just mix that up. We actually already have our oven on at 350. And I'm going to take out this piece. We're just going to cook this shell for 8 minutes just to let it set up. So pick out your favorite pie shell, pie plate, because that's what people are going to see, that you made it from scratch. That's incorporated pretty good. There are some big chunks, but I was getting tired of the noise. I use this little thing here. Let me do this. What we're going to do once we get this in the oven, because it's got to sit, it's got to cook for 8 minutes. We're going to make the filling. Step 1 is the crust. Step 2 is the filling. And it just cooks for a small amount of time too, because we're putting some egg yolks in it. So, and then step 3 is the topping. And I'm not a huge fan of meringue. And this doesn't call for it. We're using whipped cream and making a really delicious topping for it with the whipped cream. All right, we're going to say that's perfect. Into the oven, 8 minutes. Let me set my timer. In case y'all make me forget where I am. All right, let's get that out of the way. The next thing we're going to move to is our KitchenAid mixer. Same thing's true here. If you don't have one of these, this is awesome. Even if I had to say 2 birthdays, 2 Christmases, it's worth it. All right, let me get us where we need to be. I made us a little tray. When you see what's in it, you're going to know why it tastes so good, why it's so delicious. We have got to use lemon juice, but I zested my lemons first because since we're not going to be cooking the topping, it's not going to have any brown on it, we're going to put this zest on top of it. That's going to make it look really pretty. So that's for when it comes out. We have to start with 3 cups of sweetened condensed milk. And that's why it's delicious. That can make anything sweet. But we'll get that in there with our lemon juice. And it will be the starting of a delicious lemon pie. We do both while we're going. Hey, check the dates on these too, because believe it or not, they don't last forever. We're good. 21 and 22. I got a little. Let me get all that deliciousness out of the can. I'll tell y'all, I'm going to have to separate a couple of eggs, or 3 eggs, so it's going to be my test right there, isn't it? To see if I can do it on camera. I'm not real good if I just use the yolk to use my egg whites for something else. I've never been a real egg white omelet person, or I guess I should learn, but I just haven't done it. And look what I don't have, my garbage bowl. All right, let's get this up. We are going to add 2/3 of a cup of lemon juice. And like I told you, we kept the lemon zest. Let me show you my little microplane. I'm so excited to know these come from Russellville, Arkansas. Listen, I was downtown yesterday at the Creative Kitchen and had the best little chit chat with Jamie, the owner of that store. And she showed me all of her wonderful things. I never knew these came from Russellville. I'll use it even more. I've got this one, I've got a larger one, but hey, let me tell you this. If you ever need anything like this, anything special, just anything fun, make it down to the end of Garrison Avenue, Creative Kitchen. It's the neatest store. Of course, I like it because I cook all the time, but I promise you'll like it too. And they have foods that you can buy already prepared. Awesome. I don't know if I got this little apron there or not. I don't know, but they've got lots of cute things. So we need to separate 3 eggs. I buy the extra large eggs. There's 1, a success. All right, 2 more. Let me think if there was anything else I was going to tell you about our little trip today. That was good. Did y'all see what I did? I put the, let's put that in there. We're going to pour the white out of there. There's no mistakes in cooking. We fixed it. She also has this cutest little gadget that will separate your eggs. Perhaps I should have looked into that a little more closely while I was there. But my problem is sometimes when I'm talking, I'm not thinking. All right. Success. We almost had a calamity, but we made it through. Okay, we're up. This is going to be loud too, and it's got to go for 3 minutes. Which is the time that we have left on this. And these are our whites we can use whenever. This has just got to be on medium for 3 minutes, which is exactly how much time our pie shell has. So we've got 3 cups of sweetened condensed milk, 3 large egg yolks, 2/3 cup freshly squeezed lemon juice. Let me grab just an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, because that is going to be some sweet stuff. But all that fresh lemon juice is going to make this just delicious. Let me clear a path here. Y'all have a good day. I hope you did. I hope you got out and did something fun. It's still hot here, but man, it was a beautiful day. The sun was shining, birds were singing. We had a good day. Took a little trip downtown to the bakery district. Listen, if you don't live in Fort Smith and you make your way here, you should certainly stop in there. Get you some coffee. It's really cute. Lots of young people there, but there were older people there too. Just some really fun things to do. We still have 2 minutes. That's a long time when there's noise being made. Maybe this is a good time for me to tell you what all's in the pie. Step 1 is the crust. 1.5 cups of graham crackers crushed. Hey, and if you don't have that food processor, just pull out a Ziploc bag, break it up with your meat tenderizer or your rolling pins, whatever. 6 tablespoons of melted butter and 1/3 cup of sugar. That's all that's in the crust. It's in the oven 8 minutes at 350. The pie filling that's so nice and noisy here. 3 cups of sweetened condensed milk, 3 large egg yolks, 2/3 of a cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. They say it's about 2 lemons, but I really had to go with 3. It just depends on how juicy they are. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of kosher salt. So I'll tell you what we're going to do too. When we get this in the pie crust and it goes back in the oven, it has to cook for 10 minutes. When it comes out, it's going to go in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. And so when we get this into the oven, we will take a break and come back when we have the topping ready. Because the topping's super simple too. It's just 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, which I've got in the refrigerator getting real cold. I may switch it over to the freezer. But then it's just 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, a little vanilla extract, and that this lemon zest that I have kept. So let's just see where we are. I think we're just about time. Let me get a towel. I tell you what, let me get my little things to get my stuff out of the oven. I'll be right back. I always try to make sure I have everything right here. Oops, on that one, I'm sorry. Okay, 3 minutes on that. 8 minutes on this. And you know, this only goes in to cook because, oh, that looks good. Because it's got that egg in it. So you want that egg to cook. So let's get this off. Looks delicious. No matter what kind of a mixer you got, always make sure, go all the way down to the bottom. Make sure you don't have any little clumps or anything stuck down there. Boy, this smells good, but I love lemon, so. But who doesn't? So this is just going in this pie plate. Looks good. Almost grabbed it without my gloves on. Sometimes just taking a little bit of time helps. Okay, we're going to set the timer on this for 10 minutes. So I will see you back here in a couple of hours when we put the frosting on. Hey everyone, welcome back. Now look how beautiful this pie looks. Okay, when I left y'all, I was just getting ready to put this in the oven. I just put it in a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes. I took it out, I let it rest for 10 minutes, and then it went into the refrigerator for 2 hours. So now it's ready for the whipped topping. And all we're going to do is make the really good heavy whipping cream topping. I'm going to do that here in my mixer. I have just put in 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. To that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar, whatever you want to call it, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And let me tell you, this is going to need to work for quite a bit of time. So when I see you back here, it'll be ready to put on the pie. That is all we need of that. I'm just telling you, you should be glad you weren't here because I did that on high speed to whip it up and to make it beautiful. Look at this. Isn't that going to be pretty on our pie? Again, all that was 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And I used my vanilla bean paste. So that's all we have left to do is top this beautiful pie. And I really don't know how long it will last. You know, when we were growing up and we had kids at home, we didn't have to worry if things were going to last that long because why? It was always gone before we had to worry about it. But I'll probably take some of this and share it with my mom. She'll like that. She's never made one like this. She's 85. But she's never made one with anything except the pudding. So, let me get this on here. I know that's right in the way. Sorry. All right, get this on here. Let me get this kind of moved around. Isn't that pretty? So silky. It's just whipping cream. And then I told you I had zested our lemons, just because I do like when you have a meringue on the pie that you have a little bit of color. This is not going to have any color. So we're going to put a little bit of our lemon zest on it. Just sprinkle that around. Does that not say end of summer dessert? It looks delicious. Listen, give it a try. If you want to look it up, because I got this recipe online the last time I made it, I think it's still there. It's the best lemon pie. I hope you'll try it, and I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you again real soon.